So this is how the new designed expense app looks like. It's not working, it's just the design. You would say something like amount 200 and spent on t-shirt, and you would click on add, it would not work. If you click on delete button, it would not work. It's just the design, just to get your hands dirty with Bootstrap. This entire thing is just design, just HTML. Sometimes when you are developing, you get the design like this, and then you have to put JavaScript into it to get it functioning. So this could be a good exercise for that time in your future as well, or in your present as well. So let me just walk you through the code. You'll be wondering where you can get the entire code. So this is one thing, is you can just pause and start typing all of this. That would be a really good practice. Second thing is, I'll host this entire thing on a gist so that you can find it. And let me do it right now. github.com. Let me do it right now so that uh, this is here. Okay, so the design, just description, design for expense app, design.html. So you'll get the entire thing here. I have created a public gist, and this is the gist. So I'll put this in the description of the video. If I forget, please comment and remind me. And for now, let's keep it here somewhere for you in the body itself. And if I comment it, yes, this is how you comment in HTML, by the way. Good learning again. So how I did it was, again, I told you, right, option command plus slash. In the last video I told how to comment. It works for anything, for JavaScript, for HTML, for CSS. So I have commented. Here is the gist. If you want to see, you can just go ahead and copy it from this location. I'll put it in the description. Anyway, coming back, so this is the design. What does this design mean? As I showed you, to get started with Bootstrap, all you need to do was copy and put this link here. So it is a style sheet, and this has all your CSS. It downloads all your CSS. Okay, there's one more thing, I'll come to that. For now I have closed it. Now this is your nav. This part, and it has experts, as I have come up with a very smart name about it. It's because you expense and it's a purse, so it's experts. I don't know if you got it till now. So it's experts, and then there is this container. So there's a container here which has a background light, so it just fills the entire screen. If you do fluid container, it fills the entire screen. And then you have another container which gives you a little bit of margin. So when you make it big, you have this margin on the screen, right? This is because of the container. The fluid container has filled the entire screen, and this is how it looks. So when you go small, margin decreases. When you go big, the margin becomes big. This is the responsive design. After that, there is a Jumbotron. This is the Jumbotron. And after that, there is this. See, this is the Jumbotron, and you can see this is the list group. So this is the list group. So container has only two child. One is Jumbotron and one is the list group. In the Jumbotron, we have used something called input. We have been using this input in our main app as well. Here we use the input, and we have type is text, class is form control. This is the styling part. Placeholder is this. If you clear this text which you see, right, this is the placeholder. Aria label and aria described by should be similar. This should be similar to this, not similar, same. So basically what it says is, this input field is related somehow to this. This is what the screen reader assumes. And the label is again the placeholder. Okay, so that's there. This input group append is this thing. Okay, and then you go down. So this is covered, this row is covered. If you go down, you will see this at is here, input group prepend, so that you have it is prepended, it's early. before the input group, and then you have same thing, same placeholder, and you have a button. You do input group append, and instead of doing just just input group text, you are doing a button here. So this is the add button, and no functionality is there. Again, see, there's no functionality. Okay, so this is done. Now let's close the Jumbotron. Let me close the Jumbotron. So I think you have understood what this is. If you're not, just type it. Go through the Bootstrap website. Check all of these items. You can search for these items on the Bootstrap website, and you'll get what it is. Now these are just list group items. So this is li items, nothing else, but stylized. This has a t-shirt, and this has small March 11. So this thing, to make it work, I have used flex, and instead of flex is by default row. If you have seen the video for uh, for portfolio, you would get this how flex works. So generally flex is row. This works in column. So column means it goes like this, in this way, not this way, this way. Okay. So t-shirt, and then the date, will work on this, how to get this date. That will be in one of the next lesson. And this 500 is the expense amount, and then you have a button to delete it. Suppose you have added something which you did not want to add, you will be able to delete it. Okay. Same way, there are multiple. Now this is something which we have to create from the JavaScript engine, from the templating engine, right? That's what we saw in the last lesson. This is how the styling is done. Go through each and every item. You can search for anything on the Bootstrap website, understand how it works. You can actually, if you want to see how it works, you can do one more thing, is you can inspect an element and see how it works. So suppose you want to see, okay, what is there in flex column. You see, this just means flex direction is column and important. You don't know what flex direction column important means, you copy it and you paste it on Google, and you will see what this means. Flex direction CSS tricks, you will see what flex direction means. Search for direction, sorry, and you see it's here. Flex direction is a property. What does row means? What does row reverse mean? So the point I'm trying to make here is, if you are really interested in how all of this is working, you can find out all of it by just inspecting the element, going through one of the classes, and seeing what the style is for that classes, for the classes. What's this, what's this, what's this, go through it, and that will make you a better developer if you spend that time. Now this is done, right? So you understood the style. In the next video, we'll see how we can take this HTML and start putting it into our app. How we have done all of this, how we'll assign things to it. And so basically this is this kind of an exercise wherein you have already done some work, but now you got the design and you want that design to be integrated. And this is something which is very interesting. So let's dive into the next video. See you guys.